Welcome to my quick comparison of GetResponse versus Aweber. Now normally what I do when I compare platforms or softwares, I will go through and talk about some of the reasons why you might want to use one or the other. However, in this specific video, I think there's just going to be one that's overall better in my opinion. I've used both of these over the years and I've landed on one specifically. I'm just going to talk about the reasons why I think it's the better overall tool. And in this case, I think the winner here is going to be GetResponse. There's going to be a few reasons for that, some things that I like, some things that I don't like, but nevertheless, if you wanted to go with Aweber, you're not going to be very far off from what GetResponse has to offer. They both come with the ability to try them for free, so don't always take my word for it. I will leave my links in the description, so if you want to try GetResponse or Aweber, you can do that for free. So right off the bat, the prices are going to be kind of similar in my opinion. It really depends on what you're going to need. Now there is something I want to say about GetResponse and Aweber. Both have been around for a very long time, but it seems like GetResponse has really grown a lot more. They've become a much bigger platform aside from just email marketing. It's not like Aweber doesn't have these other features, but I feel like GetResponse has so much more. If we start off with the pricing, if you take a look at the monthly plans here, you're going to see up to 1,000 contacts. Of course, you can always try for free, but you're looking at $19 per month, up to $59, up to $119. Obviously, with these, you're going to be getting many more features, but let's compare that to Aweber. For up to 1,000 contacts, it's going to be $25 a month, plus is going to be $45, and as you can see, there's going to be plenty of features with it. Now, keep in mind the reason why GetResponse is going to be a little bit higher as you go on, as you'll notice they have plenty more features that come along with them. For example, webinars is going to be a big one. Aweber does have landing pages as well, but as you can see, there's going to be much more happening in terms of the features. For example, if I go down here, we can scroll all the way through some of the stuff that they have. A lot of email marketing features and automation, as you can tell. There's autoresponders, platform and support, list management, segmentation. There's the website builder aspect. Then moving into the landing pages, obviously, depending on the plan that you use, is going to be what you get and how many you can use. E-commerce tools, transactional emails, and of course, webinars, as I talked about before. That's another big reason why GetResponse is really pushing forward. It's almost like they're going towards an all-in-one builder, which I don't mind because I think their email is fantastic as it is. And if I go to their main page, actually, you'll notice as I'm creating this video, it says coming soon a content monetization platform. So they're even going to be adding that to it. So in my opinion, I think GetResponse is just fantastic when it comes to email. I don't specifically use them for a lot of their bigger and bolder features, so if you did want to use those, you can. If not, I still think you're going to get a great value when it comes to GetResponse overall. Now, there is one big thing that's kind of a turnoff in terms of Aweber. I am going to go through and re-review it because it's been a little while, but there is one thing that I just don't like too much, and you might feel the same, you might feel differently. You'll notice that they have their free account right here, but as you get going and start upgrading, which you're going to need to eventually, that's fine. What I don't like here is the sending 10x subscriber max monthly. So for example, this is going to be from 500 to 1,000. Let's just say you have like 999 or just 1,000 subscribers. From there, you'd have to move on to the next one up eventually. So let's say you have 1,000, you can send 10x that monthly. So what that means is that, let's click on here. If you have 1,000 subscribers, you can only send 10,000 emails per month. I think that's very limiting. I don't like that. From what I know, GetResponse does not have any of those limits in terms of how much you can send. If we go back to over here, we have newsletters. You'll notice that there's a monthly email send for the free, which makes sense, obviously. Once you get paid and get going, you're going to then have unlimited. So I think that's a very restricting factor in terms of the emails that you send, because if you have 1,000 subscribers, you can only send 10 emails, assuming no one else comes on or gets off, and that's not a lot, especially if you want to, say, mail every day or maybe every other day. That would be like 15 days, right? So that's a very big limiting factor, in my opinion. If I want an email marketing tool, I don't want to be restricted by the amount of emails. It's kind of like I want to be rewarded for sending more emails. I don't want to have to pay more or be limited for sending more emails, if you know what I mean. So in my opinion, that's kind of like a deal breaker for me specifically, but that's one of the biggest reasons also why I would go over GetResponse. They don't have that limiting feature there in terms of how many that you can send. So they got the newsletters and obviously the autoresponders as well. So you can just go nuts when it comes to sending out a lot of emails and not have to worry about hitting a specific limit, which in my opinion is no bueno. So all in all, that's going to be some of the big reasons why I would pick GetResponse over Aweber. Nevertheless, maybe you had an eye for Aweber. Feel free to check it out. It's still a solid email marketing platform, aside from that one minuscule feature that, of course, I keep bringing up. So Nevertheless, that's going to be my comparison when it comes to Aweber versus GetResponse. In my opinion, I think GetResponse is the much better choice here, but at the end of the day, that's going to be up for you to decide. My name is James. Hope you enjoyed this very quick comparison and the reasons about why you might want to use GetResponse versus Aweber, and I will leave the links in the description in case you want to try them out for free and see for yourself. Thank you so much for watching, and enjoy your email marketing tool.